Hello, hello. We've unmuted ourselves. Can you hear us? I sure hope so. Welcome. We're so excited. We're not starting yet. We're kind of counting. Is it 1 o'clock? It is 1 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Hello from Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, woohoo, and all of Canada. We're launching our incredible Cookidoo O Canada collection on Facebook Live today. And what can we say but oh, Canada, our home and native land. Now on Cookidoo, let's give a big hand. Woo! Can't hear you. Come on. Woo! With glowing hearts, our dough will rise with recipes for you and me. From east to west, we'll do our best. Cooking from our country. Boom, boom, boom. Yay, Thermomix. We're now on Cookidoo. Oh, Canada. These recipes spell you. And you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, yes, they do. Let's get started. Welcome, Reagan Rogers, our technical support. Go on over. Let's get started. Okay. Are we having any technical difficulties?
No.
We're good to go then. I'm spotlighted. You can see me. This is our very first, so we have to double check a few things. Look at this. On my Thermomix, my TM6, I've saved on my Cook Today our strawberry shortcake. I'm so excited to do this, and I'm so excited to welcome you all. We are so delighted every day from starting tomorrow, June 26th, until June 30th. We're going to go Facebook Live from coast to coast for 30 minutes at 11 a.m. PST. Go register at Thermomix Canada or just be there and hang out with us to cook some of these recipes. We sure hope you'll join us. We have two collections. One is French, parlez-vous français? On peut. One is English, and some of those sessions will be bilingual. I mean, after all, this is the food of our country, and we're so excited to present it. So today we have the opportunity to present what is considered to be the iconic Canada Day dessert, strawberry shortcake. And the strawberry shortcake is even mentioned in our Government of Canada website as that. So let's get started. I'm going to cook this today. This is actually my very first time doing it here on my Thermomix in the guided format. Place a large bowl onto the mixing bowl lid. I've got it. Next, 1,500 grams of fresh strawberries cleaned and sliced. Well, this is actually 750. I've done 1,500, but I've divided them in half. So I've got 750 and then 225 grams of sugar. I divided it in half. So here's 112.5 grams. Here's the sugar. Okay, beautiful. This is going to be set aside to macerate, I think. Let me see. Stir with the spatula. Ooh, look at those berries. And may I ask my helper to pass me those over there? We're going to set those aside to macerate for a while. And once they're done, they're going to be in a beautiful crystal bowl as an homage to the mothers that came before us that taught us how to make this traditional Canadian strawberry shortcake. This is the other half, ready to go. All right, so we've set those aside. The oven rack is in the middle of the oven, set at 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. How many of you are cooking along today? Can you let Reagan know? Where are you all from? Can you put in the chat whether you're on Facebook Live or on Zoom, where you're from today? We'd love to know. Say hi. Are there any questions yet, Reagan? So please let us know if you have a strawberry shortcake story and you can maybe share it with us. So we've lined our baking sheet with parchment paper, all ready to go. If you're cooking along with us, I hope that you have this ready. We might go a little quickly because we're doing this in 30 minutes today. And place a bowl onto the mixing bowl lid. Okay, we have another bowl we're placing onto the mixing bowl lid. First of all, can we switch cameras? I want to talk to you about the mise en place for this recipe because it's so simple. It's going to take a minute to switch cameras, so I'll just keep talking while we do that. So we'll see when you see it on Facebook Live. Is it already on Facebook Live? No, I didn't think so. So I'll keep talking for a minute while we switch our cameras because I want to talk about the ingredients in this recipe. I want to show them to you and we'll talk about them. First of all, very, very simple ingredients because that's what we did when we had simple desserts back home. Reagan, what makes this dessert a Canadian dessert, this strawberry shortcake? Why do we say the strawberry shortcake is Canadian?
Because of the biscuit.
Exactly. It's a biscuit strawberry shortcake. So.
And we have Monica from Peachland and we have Carol from the Gaspé in East Quebec.
Welcome, Monica and Carol and so many others, I'm sure. Let's take a look now at our ingredients. We have flour, eggs, cold, ice cold butter, sugar, baking powder, and salt. Basic ingredients for any baking powder biscuit. What's different is often it's buttermilk, and this time it's heavy cream. So these are our biscuit ingredients. And then, of course, you saw our strawberries. And the only other ingredients that we have or need today, and you might want to take a picture of this, it's totally up to you, I'll show it to you again later, is we're going to be using our vanilla paste for the whipped cream and just 60 grams of sugar for our 600 grams of cream. And we'll show you that later. Okay? So if we can switch cameras again, which just takes a second on Facebook, and we're not in a rush, we have the bowl on top of our Thermomix, and we're going to weigh in the 170 grams of cream right here. 35%. If it's more, it'll be richer and better. So don't worry if you can get 52% cream or cream from the cow. No worries. So here we go. Let's just tear the scale to make sure it's. Oh, this is so exciting making this on a guided recipe. I've made this recipe hundreds and hundreds of times. Whoa, but I didn't pay attention. 170 grams, I said. Let's do that again. Let me be right back. Here's a good tip for everyone. I made that mistake on purpose. I always put more in the basket than I need or in the bowl because, see this? What's going to be left in here, probably 5 or 10 grams of cream. So let's start again. All right, 170 grams. And we used an equal amount of butter too in this recipe, 170 grams. Whoa. We're almost there. Is anybody making this alongside me, Reagan? Has anybody said they are?
No, nobody said yet.
Okay, is anybody sharing a strawberry shortcake story? I'm going to share mine in a minute. No?
No.
Okay, the cream is there. And then add to the bowl 2 large eggs. Now for me, this is just me. My mom taught me this. And after all, these are the recipes from our mothers and grandmothers. So I'm going to add 2 eggs. But I always like to put my eggs in another bowl first, just to make sure there's no shell or anything. There you go. So I've done that. And now it says to mix with a fork to combine. So let's do that. And then I need 500 grams of all-purpose flour in the bowl. So we're ready to start our dough. And so this is really, you just really want this mixed. You could actually put the eggs in first if you want, but it doesn't matter, that's fine. All right, so I'm gonna put this back over here. 500 grams of all-purpose flour in our bowl, and I'm going to use my spatula, which went somewhere.
It's in the bowl, strawberries.
The Thermomix spatula tends to do that. Have you noticed that? It has legs of its own. It goes all over the place. I'm going to use this one because it's dry. Here we go. So 500 grams, we're starting at 0. And in Canada, we have the most beautiful flour. It's an all-purpose flour, and our flour has a high gluten content. It's great for bread making. It's lovely for biscuits. It's just the most incredible flour. Yeah, 500 grams, got it. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna add 20 grams of baking powder. Are you ready for this? I sure hope some people are cooking along with me. And then 100 grams of sugar, not very much sugar, like 1/4, 1/5 of the sugar that there is to the flour. All right. Then we add 170 grams of unsalted butter that's really icy cold. So we've got that ready here. Now, I did what I did with the cream and put in a little extra just in case. And then we have a teaspoon of salt. Now, we're going to put the lid on with the measuring cup in it. Now, this is what's interesting here. We're going to go next. And we're going to go for 2 minutes at turbo to mix the butter into pea-sized pastry kinds of crumbles. So let's do that. And then, let me just see that. I think we can go 2 times. It says to go 2 times, so don't miss that. So I'm going to do it again. Good. And now I'm going to go next. Let me show you first. Let's take a look. It's very crumbly. My hands are clean. I'm going to show you. It's very much like this. It's very crumbly, pea-sized crumbles. And so we're ready for the next step now. But it's good to know what to expect once you add the flour. And now, back here, we're going to add the reserved mixture. And it says, reserved mixed egg, gently add it with a spatula. But did you see these instructions? Add around the edge of the bowl. So let's just talk about that. Can you see this? I just am going to add it around the edge of the bowl on this side and around the edge of the bowl on this side. And then I'm going to use my spatula. Could you get me another Thermomix spatula, please, over on the side? I'm going to add my spatula to make it a little roomier for me to add more around the side. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to put that away and get my favorite Thermomix spatula here. And just, it says here, oh, it's a little bit wet or sticky, is it? Uh-huh. Something has happened. We're a little bit. There we go. Gently stir with a spatula to combine, and that's what I just wanted to let you know. So basically you're folding. You're just going in here to gently stir with a spatula to get some of the liquid down by the blade, because in a minute you're going to need it very briefly. And I'll show you what this is going to look like once again. Okay. So you can see it's very rustic, rough. Okay, you see that there? A rustic, rough kind of clumps of dough. How's that looking?
It looks amazing.
Okay, so I'm going to put it back on here now. Put the lid on and go next. Insert the measuring cup, and it's there. 5 seconds on need, and probably 2 times.
So we do have a story.
Not yet. We're just going to check this if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'm going to do it 2 times. Because it's kind of noisy to tell stories. That sounds good. So you see, it just basically went twice. Okay, Reagan, what's the story?
So C says that they would use the pre-made berry cups from the store and then top them with strawberries and whipped cream. She has had the scones with strawberries and whipped cream before, and she's really looking forward to making this recipe.
Well, that's amazing. That's great. Great to hear. So could you ask Cece, was she born in Canada, and was that her mom's Canadian recipe?
Sure.
And now here we are. Back to the recipe. We've kneaded it. Check the dough for consistency, and if necessary, I don't know what's happening today. It never happens like this, but you know what? It's my finger. Insert the measuring cup, and if necessary, do it another 5. So let's try that. It's not totally necessary, but let's just do that for fun. So I can show you the difference in consistency. There. So really, it's just a couple of kneads. And transfer to a clean work surface. Let's switch cameras.
There you go.
Now I think there's a bit of a delay with our cameras today. Am I right?
No, just it's good here, and they'll get it on Facebook when it's.
Okay, are we on Facebook yet?
We sure are.
For this view here? All right, so this is what it looks like. This is the clumpiness. I'm going to turn it upside down carefully and just twist this and release. And there is still a little bit in, which we just take our spatula, and there we go. So this is our dough, and it is quite rustic. After all, this is a great flaky Canadian biscuit. So we just use what we all call our D-shaped spatula, our dough spatula, and we just very lightly knead this. Now, may I ask you, Reagan, to get me the bread pan, or the baking pan, please? And I'm just going to keep turning this and working it in with the D-shaped spatula. Very simple technique. Simple, easy technique. Into a circle. Right here would be great. Close to the camera as you can. I'll just move it really in because our camera, there we go. And so what we have is we almost have a disc. It's a very loose disc. So I'm going to work with it for a minute or two while Reagan takes some questions and you watch me to get it into a tighter disc so we can cut with it.
Well, Carol says that she loves this recipe, and it's very different from what they used to do in the eastern part of Canada. So she's really looking forward to this.
Well, that's interesting because I thought, well, strawberry shortcake is from the East. How is Carol's different?
I think she'll tell us. And Cease did answer. She said her family has a British background. They immigrated when she was about a year old and moved to Vancouver. So her dad raised the 4 of us, and convenience was the name of the game. And now you have a Thermomix.
So this is great. Now you can see here that it's mainly together. There's a few loose bits at the bottom, and that's fine. So this is where we're going to start. We don't want to overwork it. So this is a really good example of how to get a nice loose dough. May I ask for a wet cloth? Thank you. And now what I have prepared for cutting these, a suggestion in the tips is to just use a 1/2 cup, and I'll show you how to do it with that. And of course, many of you may have a biscuit cutter. This is a 2.5 inch biscuit cutter. So we're going to do it both ways. This amount of dough makes exactly 8 biscuits if it's pushed into a 1/2 cup measuring cup. Okay? So I'm just going to clean my hands here for a minute. And then we'll start just with flouring our 1/2 cup measuring cup. And we're going to go like this. And there we go. We can just push it in. And I'm going to take a knife, which it also suggests in the tips, to just help you loosen it. There we go. And there's a nice biscuit.
Beautiful.
Or we can do it like this. And there's another nice biscuit.
Amazing.
Okay, so we're going to switch cameras now
All right.
and put these in the oven in a bit, but I smell something from the oven. But we'll switch the cameras first.
This
You switch? Good. I smell something from the oven.
smells delicious.
Ooh, it does smell delicious. What could it be?
I wish we had smell-o-vision in this kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
Carol, thoughts?
Holy cannoli, holy strawberry shortcake biscuits. Where's the other one? Here it is. Oh, I just want to say, oh, Canada, look at these. Aren't they great? We're going to bake the other ones later. We'll have biscuits, right? So let's make some cream and get this party started. All right.
Delicious.
So now we're going to go to next. Using a lightly floured scoop, well, we've done all of those things. And we're going to bake them for 20 minutes at the 375-degree oven. If you want them a little browner on the top, you can actually go to 24 minutes. But you know, everybody's oven is different. So you do what you need to do for you and your oven. And I'm just going to clean out any little debris. Sometimes there's a little flour or moisture that can get into there. And I'm going to put the clean bowl there with the clean whisk and transfer to the oven, clean and dry the mixing bowl while I'm using my second bowl, and insert the butterfly whisk. Cool, look, there's a video.
Whoa.
But we're at class, so I just showed you how to do it. All right, so there's 600 grams of cream. I kept it icy in the fridge. And again, I have to measure carefully because I do have extra. I do have more than 600 grams here. Let's tear the scale. 600 grams. All right. 200. We're getting there. We're getting there. 400. 500. Great, we are at 600. Perfect. So we go next, 60 grams of sugar. And we go next. Now this is the vanilla bean paste I showed you earlier. Are there any questions, Reagan? Because we can use straight vanilla if you want, of course, no problem. 10 grams. Did you have a question, Ray?
No. Carol was just saying that she does it from a shortcake, like a cake, a vanilla cake.
Ah, but the Canadian strawberry shortcake is always a biscuit. And that's why, you know, so many people do make it differently all over the world. Made it with cake, make it with sponge, make it with everything, but the traditional Canadian is with the biscuit, which is so cool. So 10 grams of this, then without the measuring cup, lid on. Now this is something that you have to read in the tips. It depends on the quality of your cream and everything else, how long it's going to take. But we're starting with 30 seconds and I'm going to watch. All right, it says go to speed 3.5 and watch carefully. It splashes a little. We might have to add more time, maybe 15 more seconds.
Oh, there we go. I hear it now.
You hear the difference. Your Thermomix speaks to you. Can you hear that? We might need some more time, but I'm not sure. We'll see in a minute. Yes, we definitely need more time. I'll show you probably about 15 seconds. It's not whipped yet, but we're really getting there. So I'm going to put 3.5. And we roll in. Any more questions?
No, but I think we're going to have a lot of people making this after.
Well, I want to talk about what we're going to be doing at Thermomix Canada with regard to an event that we're hosting with our strawberry shortcakes. This is sounding pretty good. Yes, I'm going to do 10 more seconds.
You can see that bowl getting a little bit frosty. It's nice.
We don't want butter. Nice soft cream, or there we go. I don't know. Okay, this is lovely. Okay, beautiful, soft, lovely cream. So that took about 10 seconds shy of a minute, 50 seconds today. And that is, you just watch it, you listen, but what a beautiful job we do. I'll need a spatula, a Thermomix spatula, please. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in another crystal bowl. How many of you know these old pinwheel or old-fashioned bowls that our mothers and grandmothers had around the house that they used to serve all these old rustic treats in for our, oh, isn't that lovely?
Ooh.
For our families. Oh my goodness. We would stand waiting for a chance to lick the spatula. I think we still do that, right? I will bring out the rest later, but right now I want to plate one up for you. All right. First of all, I'm going to move everything here off this space, and we'll switch cameras.
All right.
Have we switched cameras?
Yep.
Great. So Facebook can see this camera?
You betcha.
Wonderful. Okay, let's plate one up. This is going to be fun. So I have one of our incredible strawberry shortcakes here to show you. And then one, I don't know, it depends on what you're like with regard to measuring things. I always like to be pretty exact. So when I add my strawberries, this half the amount will give 1/4 cup inside and a lovely dollop or more of whipped cream. And another, top it off. Let's not forget the top. Oh my goodness. And then another dollop. But what we've done in our recipe is everybody needs more strawberries than that. So we've made enough for double for the strawberries because people just love more strawberries, and double the whipped cream because people just love their whipped cream. Now, if you want, when you're doing this, you'll usually have a few extra strawberries, and you can take out the little ones that are kind of the perfect size, matching size. It doesn't have to be perfect, just the smaller ones. And you can slice them like this, make a lovely little strawberry fan, garnish the top with your strawberry fan. And do you see my lovely mint from my garden? Maybe a little bit of mint on the side. And you know, I love to eat the mint. It is delicious. It is seasonal. It is fresh.
Perfect.
And there we go. Can we switch cameras before we say goodbye, please?
Absolutely.
Because I do have, I guess I should go ahead and keep switching.
Monica says, absolutely beautiful.
Is Facebook on the other camera now?
Yes.
Wow, look, I've topped it with an A, only in Canada, A, or we could top it with a mousse, or most traditionally, if you're serving this on Canada Day, you can top it with your favorite Canadian flag and have your celebratory dessert. We sure hope you make it. Now, what's going to be happening, and I want to draw your attention to this, is that for this next week, now that we've shown you how, and now that the collection is out, we want to have a strawberry shortcake event. So we would love you to make this recipe right here on Cook And then we would love you to take a picture of it. Post it on Facebook with your strawberry shortcake story. And then any variation or things that your mother did differently, as Cease mentioned. Because across Canada, even though you use a biscuit, a similar recipe, everybody does things a little bit differently. We'd love to hear that. And please use the hashtag, very important, Thermomix Canada, Thermomix O Canada. All right? So this is what's going to be happening. Once again, a reminder that every day this week, we're doing Facebook Lives at 11 a.m. PST. We hope you enjoy and join them all. And I suppose we could finish our recipe. It says to remove the butterfly whisk and refrigerate the whipped cream until ready. I don't know if you could wait and do that. And then serve immediately with remaining whipped cream and strawberries. Make sure that you put on your little beanie hat. Make sure that you have your O Canada song, your O Canada flag. And we're so eager to hear what you think. Come on over here, Reagan. We're so eager to hear what you think of our collection. And thank you for coming. Happy Canada Day. Happy O Canada collection. And yay! See you later.